everybody. I'm in central London right now and I was in a rush going to my course, which I have in Farrington, but I got a message that is a little bit disturbing to me, so I have decided to stop everything, have a little think of what I want to say and actually do it immediately so I could upload it as soon as possible. So you're probably wondering what is the disturbing message, and that is about how guys approach girls on the dance floor. And it's not about them inviting the girls to dance. It is more about what they expect of them when they say yes to a dance. And it's not dance related, is their expectation of to get some sort of a number or a date or a more intimate dance. I don't know what signals they are picking up on, but apparently that's happening a lot. And I had few girls asking me to do this video of what to do, what not to do for them. But at the same time, I thought, well, it's not about the girls or what they should or shouldn't do. It's so much about the guys getting the wrong message as well. So this is gonna be my top 5 tips for the guys of how to read the signals of the girl, if that makes any sense. Before I do start my top 5 tips, I just want to say that it is not for all of you guys. It's a really small percentage that this is relatable to. But I would appreciate if any of you watch this, because maybe you have a friend who could benefit from this information. But just remember, guys, this is not necessarily the norm. It's a really small percentage of the guys that I'm talking about. Also, keep in mind that I will make a video for the girls as well to make sure that they are aware of how they are talking to you, and that it is an equal opportunity and an equal situation when it comes to communication. So this is just for a small percentage of the guys, and this time it is for the guys, but there will be coming a video for the girls too. Tip number 1, guys, if the girl says yes to a dance, it's immediately 100% that you should assume it does not mean yes to a number or a date. If you want to dance with a girl and you want women to say yes to a dance, you just have to assume that that's all it is. You invite her for a dance, she says yes, she does not mean that she wants to give you her number or go on a date with you. She might, but there are other steps towards that information. Saying yes to the dance does not mean you have a chance. That is the truth. Tip number 2, I understand that a lot of people go to dance because of the social environment. A lot of people go there specifically to meet people and hopefully find somebody to love. Go on a date. It's very easy to meet people that way because everybody's very friendly and usually attracts a nice group of people. However, just because you, whoever you are, going to a social dancing environment because you want to meet and go on a date with a girl, you cannot assume that other women or all women do the same. Some people just want to go out, have a dance, and that's it. Some women actually have boyfriends. Some women have husbands. Some just cannot be bothered. They're not in the place in their life where they want to meet somebody. They just want to go out somewhere, not be hit by a guy, but just have a good dance with a guy. So just because you are out there to find a girl doesn't mean she's out there to find a guy. That means you test the water. You might ask her to dance. She says yes. If she smiles all the way through, tries to make a conversation with you, continue with the conversation as well and see where it leads. If she does not make a conversation with you, you may try and make a conversation by asking her name, or does she come here often? This is just an example, right? And you can see by her response. If her response is very short and she's kind of looking to different directions to see who she could dance with next, just leave it. Leave it. Don't try anymore. Don't do it. Just leave it. If she's not interested, she's not interested. If she's interested, she will at least make an eye contact. That's my tip number 2. You ask her a question, she's not making an eye contact, just leave it. Let the girl have a good dance and go home. My tip number 3 is for you to pick up a signal while you're dancing. When you're dancing with the girl, if she's smiling to you and she looks very interested, that does not mean she is. That doesn't mean that while you're dancing with her, you are allowed to get closer than what the teachers has explained to you. That doesn't mean that you are allowed to bring yourself in a position where it would make her uncomfortable. Just because she seems to be having a good time, it is not a sign that she's into you, and that does not mean she wants to be close to you. That only means that she's having a good time dancing with you. The moment you're dancing with her inappropriately and you're approaching her much closer than what is the norm, and it's explained in classes, and if you don't go to classes, you should. Then I would not need to make this video. So please, when you're dancing with a girl and she's smiling and you feel like, I think she might be giving a vibe, like she's into me, don't come closer to her while dancing. Go back to my tip number 2 and try to make a conversation after the dance. But please, don't put yourself doing the dance out there. Stay respectful, stay cool. She will appreciate it much more if she's actually interested in you. We are now at tip number 4. I apologize if the whole video sounds a little bit, harsh, but it is a really strong message because for women to feel uncomfortable in a dancing environment just because the guys are not self-aware and mistreat the situation is a serious subject. It is not a funny subject. So I am not my usual self, and also I'm doing this on a rush. So if I'm, not very articulate, I apologize as well. But tip number 4, guys, there are a lot of women who would love to meet somebody special. But instead of just randomly going for somebody who you fancy, why not look around the dance floor, and you will see that there are some women who will try and make an eye contact with you. There are some women who are standing on the edge of the dance floor and are more anxious to dance with you than somebody else. Why don't you try, and instead of just randomly going and doing whatever you feel like, assess the situation. You come into the club, you have a look, and you try to actually think about which woman would be more approachable. And then, you go from there. But whatever happens, with every little bit, always try to reassume the situation, right? And then in a conversation, if you approach the woman that was making an eye contact and you're having a conversation with her, and she keeps on giving a little bit more for you to work with, that's a safe place to be. But with every intent, if she's pushing more and more back, leave it, look around, and try to see another woman that is making an eye contact. There are some ladies who would love to make new friends, who would love to maybe make new contacts and find love, but you have to not just go randomly. You have to assess the situation, look around, and try to notice those people. That's my tip number 4. Final tip, I'm sure I could talk about this subject forever. Guys, all you need to do is be nice and respectful. It is not a problem when you ask a woman out. It is a problem how you do it, and there is a problem if she says no and you suddenly get upset. That is a problem. So it's, in the end of the day, it really isn't a bad thing to ask a woman out. You thought she's wonderful, you thought, you know what, I'll give it a go, I will be brave. There's nothing wrong with it. The only problem is when she says no, what do you do after? Does that make sense? Some of you might keep on pushing when she already said no. Look, if she said no, just leave it and try the next time with somebody else, but don't keep pushing it. Or if she says no, don't take it personally. It's not you. It's just she's not for you. But it is not her fault. You asked, she responded. Stay cool, smile, and still maintain at least a friendship or some sort of nice contact in the dancing scene. There is no need to be rude. There is no need to get upset. Nothing is personal. You being brave, you asked a question, she said no, so be it. There will be another girl who would love to be with you. Just don't push it. That's my tip number 5. Thank you so much for watching. I know this is a rushed one, forgive me please, but I thought the subject is so important. So if you enjoyed this video, which I think some of you will be cringing watching it, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I have many more videos on many subjects. And if you have some sort of comment, please leave it down below. And I will see you on another videos. Bye for now.